Oh, considerably cooler today. I think the weather's playing havoc with my voiceage. Must have been all that karaoke the other night. Now the funny thing is, this is the first time I've heard my own voice this morning. Oh my goodness. It's the first time I've heard my own voice, and it sounds a bit odd, doesn't it? Oh dear me. What was this? Was it the freezing cold aircon in the plane coming over? Was it the windy walk last night? Was it the crazy hot room yesterday? Was it a culmination of all those things? This doesn't bode well, because I have coming up day of teaching today, Thursday, Friday, 2 days teaching, a weekend off, Monday teaching. Oh my goodness. It just doesn't make a difference if I have a slurp of coffee. Has it made a difference? No, it hasn't. Well, okay, this could be either an eventful movement snack, an eventful day, or an annoying one. You might want to turn the volume down. Just trying to sort out what's going on with the hairage here. Anything to report? Save my voice. Got your own back, flying over other people's houses. Now the other thing is, there's probably a bit of noisage going on because the window is right there. I've closed the window and closed the shutters, but you might get a bit of intermittent car noise, carriage. Or Chaos is on the Noon today. I'm scheduled to be on the 4 p.m. I'm hot-footing it to Dublin today. Now, interestingly, I met up with a work colleague last night. We went for a windy walk on the beach, and she said to me, "You going up to Dublin? You going up to Dublin tomorrow?" And I said, "Am I not going down to Dublin?" And she says, "Oh, so you are." And we kind of laughed, because she said, "We just figure of speech. If we go to Dublin, we go up to Dublin. But if you look on the map, I'm actually going down to Dublin and across a bit." So then I said, "Well, if I'm in Dublin and going to Sligo, do I go down to Sligo?" She said, "No." Anyway, all this even more a little bit funny, of course, because I'm in Ireland. Is it an Irish thing to be going up to Dublin when you're travelling down from Sligo? Anyway, that occupied my mind a bit last night, as things do. Morning, Margaret. Morning, Carol. I think the voice is kind of coming right. I think the movement snack is limbering up the old vocals. So I think it might be okay. By the end of this, it might be okay. I'm going to consider this my vocal warm-up for my day. Morning, Carol. Thank you for your message. Morning, Carol. Another Carol. Half the collective are in. A minute to go, and then we'll get going. Morning, Bolton. Last night, an incredible beach walk. It was crazy work. The swim didn't come to fruition on account of the fact that the weather and the waves were a bit crazy. So went for a windy walk instead. Anyways, Super G, thank you for the 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we've gone for a regular numberage this morning to count us down. Morning, Bridget. 3, 2, 1. Me, Bex Townley. 8 a.m. movement snack with a dodgy sounding voice. Let's see how this goes. I had no idea until I started speaking with you this morning. Morning, Maya. Right. What have I got? External support is my wall. Here's my chair. I'm in socks. Not suggesting you should be. I hope I don't spend the next 15 minutes doing that. Should we just get going? Maybe I'll reduce the word count today. Hand on external support if you should need the wall or table in front. Extra lift and extend. Start steady, stay steady. Keep the knees low. Gap between your feet. Have a breath. Chris, were you saying you sound like this as well? All right, take some deeper breaths and try to make the most of your foot ends there, down to there, and then start to add in all the other moving parts as and when you're ready. So your standing circulation boost, knees low, gap between feet, extra lift and extend, and moving from the shoulder. Here we go. That's it. That's all the key components of a standing circ boost. Continue with that. Seated options, if you prefer. Oh my goodness me. Active sit, have a hip walk forward. Have a deeper breath if you should need. Get your feet ready, anchor the feet, anchor the buttocks. A little bit higher up here, and then start with steady arms, tuck the elbow in. Just try playing around with volumage in the voice here, just to see if that makes any difference to sustainability. Is the voice sustainable today? There's your arms. There's your diagonal option, allowing and giving way to that little bit of turn through the trunk as that happens. From the feet, you might indeed want an extra pause and slump in amongst all of that. Lifting leg and high up on the sit bones, and then working through the feet. Get your foot bends going first, hands on chair for support, then go for the low march. Keep the knees low, most of the movement from the feet. Because I did close the window, the temperature is now on the rise. I think it's all this temperature shiftage. It's playing havoc with my vocal cords. That's your circ boost, folks. I'm going to leave it there because I'm getting too up, basically. All that has boosted the blood flow. Should leave you feeling the need to take some deeper breaths. And done, ready now for the moving part. Sit or stand, you choose. Head stays still, raise and lower. Feeling your shoulders and your shoulder bladage on the rise and the down. Allow just the arms to naturally kind of hang, release to the sides, and use the support if that makes sense to you, if that helps. Give you some extra support and balance as you take that full range of motion, and then as soon as you feel you're ready, build that range to be in the backward circles, head stays still. All of this stuff is in your day, shoulders, shoulder blades, but all of your lift, push or carry. Lift and extend, not only your shoulder range, but also part of your upright posture. Down with balanced breathing, all of those things. Having done the kind of foundations of the top end movements, now ready for head and neck. Upright, through the spine, high up on the sit bones, away from slump, into active sit, and then take that graded, slow and gradual head movement, aiming to keep the chin level with the floor. Back to base. And if you're in stand, have some support on the radiator. Have some support and a wide base. Any hip movement has potential to increase the balance challenge, so that fingertip touch on the outside world can certainly help with that. So that's your head turns. If you're in sit, and indeed if you're in stand, have a moment to have a slump, have a rest, and then re-establish more upright posture, and then add the third movement of the top end, coming a bit closer here. So it's upright, a little bit of squeeze in the shoulder blades, and then your double chin win-win, keeping your chin level with the floor, easing the head back there. So those three movements combined, the turn, the double chin, all of those kind of moves work in your day to support more upright positions and mobility of the neck, helping with ease of turn and movement. Head's really heavy, washing and dressing requires you to shift your head and your neck and keep the posture upright and lifted. So maintaining mobility in the neck is significant for comfort of daily activities. Second round of cert boost, arms and legs together, sit or stand, maybe a bit of both, you choose. External support, if that helps, extra feet movage in sit and in stand. Just a flurry of cert boost in between these key moves. Now ready for trunk movements, ×3. Starting with your side bend. Wider stance for better balance. Active through your centre parts, holding your upright. And then take the bend. And back to base. Hips stay still. No movement in the neck either. And if you want to use the support, you'll be side onto that, front onto that, sorry. And aiming, look, for your fingertips to creep down the seams of your trousers. Fingertip position here is an indication of where you're at with your posture at the top end as well. So if you feel that your fingertips are around the front, can you get an extra lift and squeeze, and they'll reposition round to the side. Same in sit. Anchor the feet, anchor the buttocks, lift and extend before you bend. Keep it small, build on that range of motion over time. Maybe bring in a reaching arm. Key thing to feel out for from sit is as you take the bend, you're maintaining 50-50 weight distribution across your buttocks. You need a wide berth there because the chair's in the way. That's your bendage. Ready for turning in. Same principle, set it up, have a pause, have a rest and a slump in between if you need. Come back up into active sit and then take a turn and return. And this is all the way around the trunk. This is using all the muscles that lift you up and turn you for daily life. It might feel quite effortful. That's usual, that's normal. When you have that level of extension, support with movement. When you're this specific about moving, you're going to feel effort. Of course, that's part and parcel of progression and improvement. In stand, wider base, all that is going to help give you more stability as you take the turn. Use the wall if that works for you. And have a pause. 4 or 5, not lows and lows. So the aim is to build the quality of the range of motion. Feel that you have control through full comfortable range of motion for you. Here's your standing option then. Keep the gaze forwards, no need to lift the chin or lift up here. There. So the reference point for the range of motion is the sternum here, lifting up and back to base. You may even want to take a creep up there of the fingertip, so having contact on the wall might give you more confidence to reach up a little bit more. You could, if you fancied, adding a bit of a heel raise as well. Feel free to ad lib and add things. Same in sit. There's your seated option. Key thing in sit is that you maintain this lifted position away from slump into extend, and then take the extension there. Goes without saying, you need that for all those kind of small and apparently insignificant moves to wash, to dress, to get comfortable, to get that itch round about there, to reach up round about there. That movement around the trunk is all in your day. Third round of cert boost. Voice is holding up. I feel like I'm steady in the steady in the ship in the voice department. Turn 20 seconds of cert boost, whatever you fancy, in sit or in stand. If you're in stand, maybe start to put in a bit of quick feet as well. Maybe start to put in a bit of change of direction. Ready for ankles, feet and toes. Support if you should want it. 3 key moves. Toe scrunchage. Extend and scrunch in sit or stand. Foot mobility. And then your ankle moves. And mix those up in whatever order you fancy. Add some turning practice to that as well, to take a turn weight shift, ankles. Keep the feet right under the hip. That's going to encourage biggest possible range of motion as well through the hip and the knees there. And you're going to feel your shins and your calf muscles on the go there. In sit, options. Have a hip walk all the way back. So you're using the whole depth of the seat to support the leg. So that now when you just raise the foot from the floor, you've got best possible range of motion. There you go. Just a bit of fluffage. Make your knees there. Toes at the end, get those involved. Take your time, be specific on the point and on the flex, and then have a hip walk forward. But in a few of those, never do too many hip walks. Heels back and down. And then there's your foot mobility. If you wanted to, also take up some extra support. There's an extra ankle one. So you do that same ankle movement as I just showed in stand. In sit, you're going to need a bit more hippage, so it depends if that's comfortable around your hips. We made it. The voice made it. All I now need is for it to make it for the next 6 hours or so. That's it. What are you saying, Red Vita? Another ambiente. Ooh, very fancy. First thing in the morning. Morning, Patricia. Good to see you. Chaos is with you for the noon. I'm due to see you for the 4. Let's see how that goes. Bye for now.